Here we are in the lean-to, working on the big Volvo. Gonna try to put some new intake gaskets on it because the ones that were on it were leaking a little bit, draining the water out, and getting ready to mark the location of the distributor so we can put it back in the right spot. But we're gonna put some intake gaskets, try to fix the carburetor, and get this thing going pretty soon. We will keep you updated. Alright, well, we got the coolant drained out enough to pull the intake, and we got the distributor out, marked the location of that. Now we're gonna get some of these hoses out of the way, and we're gonna pull the intake off of it. Alright, the intake is unbolted, broke loose. Now we're pulling it off. Gonna check these gaskets out, get some new ones put on it, get this thing fired up. There's the big 355. Alright, we're back at it here. We've got the intake and the mating surfaces cleaned up, putting a little silicone on the china wall and around the water ports.
China wall?
Getting ready to drop this thing back on here. Alright. The intake. Alright, the intake is going back on. And boom goes the dynamite.
Boom.
And now we got the intake on, got all the bolts started. Gonna tighten them up, a little bit of a cross torque type of deal going on. And yeah, have this thing going in no time.
Yeah. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Obviously, the project would go a lot faster if Austin would help us instead of just playing with his telephone. But that's alright, we got it. Where's that dang distributor?
It's over here. Do you remember how I bought a brand new distributor?
Bought a brand new. Does this go under it like that?
I put
Or
all
in front
old
of it?
components. I think it goes in front of it, but I don't think it matters. Put all old components in it, thinking it was broken.
Right.
You have to.
The new one's still in there too, by the way.
Didn't Austin use it?
No. Too far.
Thanks, Austin.
Thanks, Austin. Cameraman.
Too far.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Too far.
Dang it.
There you go.
Okay, somebody bump it.
Guess I'll do that.
Please and thank you.
Now we're gonna bump the starter to get the oil pump engaged with the distributor.
Yep. Thank you.
And there it went.
Can you reach that one? I can't.
Alright, got the cap back on. Now we've got to put the plug wires on it.
Got to put the plugs in first.
Got to put the plugs in and then put the plug wires on it.
You want to clean?
Alright, well, we got the spark plugs in and the wires on. Normally you don't have to take the spark plugs out, change intake gaskets, but if you fill the motor up with gas, it is nice to get it out before you try to start it. So Marshall's coming over with the big demon carburetor.
A gasket?
Gonna need a gasket, but there it is.
Also gonna need a fuel line.
Gonna need some more little pieces, but we're getting closer. Alright, we're walking out here to the parts trailer. Gonna find a gasket because we seem to have lost the carburetor gasket. Might have been stolen and putting on the wagon. Putting on the wagon. And there they are.
Those are both quadrigets.
Those are spreadboard gaskets. A lot of junk in here. Slicks for the Chevette. Transmissions. Some old wheels. All kinds of fun stuff. found a gasket, took it off the Chevette because we only had spreadboard gaskets in the trailer.
Hey.
Now we are bolting down the carburetor.
Don't bolt it down yet. Don't bolt it down yet.
We're not bolting it down yet.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
Pulling it out.
We got to put the PCV on
Yep.
first because it's a pain to get to on this thing.
Yep.
But luckily this thing's only been off about 1,500 times, so we knew that before we got done.
There we go.
Okay. The gasket is in the wrong spot.
And now he has developed an accent while he works.
That happens after brain trauma sometimes.
OMG. Alrighty then. Too far forward. People are killing me. Can't work like this.
Get the finger.
Keep the finger out of there.
No screwed in.
Are you? See,
No.
'cause my back one doesn't look. Is your back one start?
And here we are skimming the oil out of our antifreeze because there was oil in the jug, not oil in the antifreeze.
I'm not sure it wasn't in the car.
So
It's a junker.
Pretty sure it wasn't. This thing's got 13 miles on it over the last 2 years.
Like I said, it's a junker. Hey, you know that oil won't hurt it though. It'll kind of lubricate that water.
That's not.
That's true.
It's not a thing.
True story.
are you gonna use a funnel or are you just gonna try to pour it right in the radiator? Okay, these guys are gonna use the funnel.
Oh. Did you close the cockpit?
Petcock,
Probably since
yes.
the coolant stopped coming out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, usually.
That's not a whole system's worth.
Now the question is, how much gets poured down the front of the radiator?
0. I don't know if you can tell by this setup, we're professionals.
If you had a straw, you could suck that off the top as it was running down the dam.
I don't know that I would.
Get that close. I'll tell you about this phone in the end.
Some Autobots.
I'll change the name of this.
What's what?
No, just the little air grinder.
All right.
Priming.
Checking for fuel leaks. Probably gonna find a couple.
At least 2, maybe 3.
Can hear it filling the bowls up.
Look at that.
See if it'll
I'd
fart
say
up.
fire in the hole. Oh wait, did we plug the distributor back in?
No.
I don't think we did.
No, we didn't.
Let me get over there. Well, Austin can do that.
I might be able to.
He might be able to handle that.
There's one plug. Where's the distributor plug?
It's that round one right down there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this one. Oops. Oh, that's not a plug. That's stinking.
Oh,
There it
okay.
is.
They do normally run better if you have power going to the distributor, in my experience.
Which is very small.
Very small.
Alright, try that. Bumper again. There you go. Sounds a little slow. Alright. Now go.
There's that Volvo Rumble. Got our custom gauges in here. Real good oil pressure. what you call a manual choke when you hold it down with your fingers. Alright, we changed the carburetor because the first one didn't seem to be any good. We got the quick fuel 780 CFM vacuum secondary on here, and it is idling much better. Gonna let it warm up and we might take it for a spin. Here we go in the big Volvo. Gonna take it for a test drive.
Throttle response is amazing when it doesn't leak vacuum.
Got the TCI shifter, little detent shifter. Gated shifter, not detent. Got some cars coming here. We're gonna let them go by, and then this thing's gonna scream down the highway.
Might
Maybe.
even run out of gas. I have no idea.
We might even run out of gas because he has no fuel gauge.
Here we go. Still makes 100 pounds of oil pressure wide open. So that's good.
This car is very comfortable to ride in. Probably because of these plush Volvo 940 seats. Here we are on a nameless street in Mexico, obviously. He's gonna come this way in the Volvo, do a little flyby.